Trump just told Iran they have 48 hours to make a deal. You're starting to see the crypto markets pull back on this lovely Saturday. And I think you're going to see more of a pullback tomorrow on Sunday. He always announces these things going into the weekend. You want to know why? Because the stock market's not open on the weekend. So, well, the easiest asset to get money out of is crypto. You're seeing crypto absolutely bleed once again. Markets have been at best stagnant over the last couple of months because of so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt raised by the US President Donald Trump. But I think what people are missing is what's going to happen after all of this is over. See, people think that we're about to go into World War III, that this is the end. What are we all going to do? Fear, uncertainty, doubt, FUD, FUD, FUD. You better get cash. You better get ready for the biggest economic meltdown we're ever going to have. But what people fail to realize is that the Fed still has a bunch of ammo. Yes, they can still print. I know it causes inflation, but they can still print. They also can bring down rates at a rapid level and stimulate the economy. There's $3 trillion in the banking system that's just sitting there, not being put to use, that's going to be put to use in the future. You have a new Fed chair coming. You have a Clarity Act coming. You have all these different tax codes that have been changed. People are missing what is happening. There is a new world order, and it's not the new world order that all the conspiracy theorists were talking about. The new world order is the United States controlling everything once again, right? You don't like what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz? Cool, buy from the USA. You don't like this? Cool, buy from the USA. You don't like that? Cool, buy from the USA. That's what's happening right now. That's why what we're doing in Cuba is so key. That's why going into Venezuela was so key. What people are missing right now, the reason why we're going into Iran, it's not for the freedom. Now, hopefully, what comes of that is regime change and freedom to the Iranian people. And I think that all of us sane people on the right, maybe you crazy people on the left don't agree, but most of us can agree that we want that. Yes, and this could bring about freedom in Iran, but really it's about control of oil. And not that we want Iran's oil, not that we want oil flowing through the strait. No, 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 no. That's not what we want. As a matter of fact, keep it closed. You can get that 20% from the United States because we have plenty of it, because of the partnerships that we just made with Venezuela, from what we're going to be doing with Cuba. All of these things are going to be changing. The world is changing, and no one wants to wake up to it. All they want to do is watch the media and get fear, uncertainty, and doubt, get flooded out of generational wealth that's coming after all of this blows over. Guys, we're not going into World War III. This is almost over. Maybe a couple weeks, a couple of months, but when it does end, the markets are going to absolutely rip. And everybody that hasn't been buying, everybody that's been a bear, y'all look smart right now, I'll give you that. But you're going to look real dumb when the bulls are back in control. And that is what's going to happen to most people. And I have so many people telling me,